Hiya, Cosmic Cat here. We are going to do a new moon reading for February 27th, which is new moon in Pisces. It's bringing the last lunar cycle of the astrological year and our entrance into the eclipse season, which is coming up. So it's going to be very transformative. Pisces is the dreamer. It's the mystic. The can get caught in illusions. Um, Definitely has a strong imagination. Can be sensitive. So some of these feelings and emotions that we have are going to be impactful on us. And it's going to open a portal for us into one of the most transformative points of the year. Yeah, because we're all really shifting into a new reality, whether we really want to or not. Everyone is shifting, and with that comes a new sense of self that we're gaining with that. So I really feel like many are feeling the energies of the moon cycles more. Many are starting to be inspired to seek their own definition of spirituality and what that means to them, and a sense of honoring ourselves. This year, it feels like for me, it's a lot to do with cleansing. Our last year Chinese zodiac was the dragon, um, which brings fire, brings transformation. This year we've reached the year of the snake, and the snake brings about um, letting go. It's similar to a full moon energy of sorts, of where you let go of things that aren't serving you, let go of old habits, of addictive behaviors, destructive ways of living our lives that aren't really fitting us or suiting us anymore. And we've realized that we don't really want this anymore in our lives, and we don't want to interact with that type of environment or atmosphere. We also really we just don't want to say or do the same things that we are saying or doing anymore. So sorry for there's some playfulness going on here. Our new kitten and our mature 2-year-old cat and our 65-pound dog are all playing right now. And that's the noise that you hear in the background is Kramer, Love, and Delia. They're very special to us, and we love them. But as you all know, if you've ever introduced a new pet into your other pets' lives and world, it's a bit of a transformation, just like that dragon energy, just like Saint Germain's Violent Flame, which is coming to mind. And I wondered why I dressed all in purple and pink today, and now I guess we know the answer. So there's a lot of third eye awakenings happening. There's a lot of people seeking third eye awakenings. And, Spirit's going to guide us on this path for ourselves as to what's going to suit us in our best interest. And when we're going to reach goals on a timeline that they see fit for it, because we have to be prepared and ready for when we have ascension going on. Now, there's definitely been some initiations happening. If you felt like you've had some initiation signs or symptoms going on, please share in the comments below. But there's a sense of feeling like you're in this unknown world or land or territory. You've released and shed old skin, old ways, old patterns. But now you're in this phase. You haven't really set your new standards, behaviors, characteristic traits yet, goals. You haven't set those quite yet in stone, or you're not there yet. You're in the middle point, the middle ground. And also, before you can ascend, there's an initiation process that must happen, that Spirit gives us and test us. It's almost like the universe testing you. If you've ever felt the universe test you in a certain way, where you feel like you've overcome something and then bam, it comes right back to you. This is very common in relationships. If you are in a relationship with someone and you part ways because of something that they are doing or something that you are doing, and it's a pattern, and you feel like you've completed and healed that cycle, then you start a new relationship and the same things start to come out and surface. Well, that shows that's partially a test. It's the karmic cycle of learning a lesson. So the lesson hasn't been learned yet if it comes out, or it's still shedding. You're still shedding it, and you must go through this final phase before you get to that completion of the cycle. So that's a lot of information. I was guided to share this all with you. I really was just going to get into the cards, but we're going to first pull a significator card from the spellcasting witch deck. This is going to be a general, for the general overall reading for your reading today for the new moon. Let's just see what is in store. Okay, and we have empowerment. Empowerment. Home was the other one that kind of wanted to come out for those that were interested. So maybe being empowered at home, or knowing that your heart is where your home is. Healing was the other one. Home, healing, and empowerment. Those three. We're going to stick with empowerment because it was the first to pop out. And so this is going to be the overall general reading. And look, there's a full moon. Even though we're on a new moons are opportunities to plant seeds of intention. What do we want in our lives? What do we want to manifest? What would help us in moving forward with this year of our new self, a new life, a new way of being? Some of you, I'm feeling, have overcome some addictions or are trying to overcome some addictions right now. Being asked to call upon Archangel Raphael for healing help with this. He is the Archangel of healing and can help you in a gentle healing way with any sort of addiction, whether it's food, drugs, a behavior of sorts. Gabriel is gently coming in, but he is more about strength. So if you need strength to fight this addiction, whatever it is, call upon Archangel Gabriel for that. And I'm feeling a little bit anxious suddenly in my heart. So some of you are anxious in the heart. Give me just a second here. I'm wondering if this could be about a new love or a fear of being loved. Let's see. Okay, so there's a sense of feeling disconnected from your feelings. Disconnected from the feelings that you have. Maybe you're working on your heart chakra, or it's time to. Okay, let's see. We're going to take one of these. Agape. Agape. So control the flame. It's a download I just heard. Control the flame. Align it. Align your flame properly. Don't allow your fire to get out of control. Passion is wonderful and great. If you have a fire and you allow the fire to do whatever it wants without having any structure or boundaries, the fire can destroy. It can go from being something of offering healing to causing pain. So that came up. So this is 72. The number 72. Maybe you were born in 1972, or someone else significant or close to you was. I'm just seeing what I feel. I also offer you to look at this card and allow yourself to feel any feelings that you may be having with this card at this time. There's a read between the lines. And as I was talking earlier about spirit guiding us and leading us on the path, that it can be slow, that it can be, a lot of things are accelerating, but at the same time, certain skills, certain mastery comes with time and passing initiations. And this I'm getting with these fragments are like the steps, like fragmented steps of like what you must first. So first you must complete this stage, then this one, then this one, then this one, and so forth. And to have patience with it. Spirit will teach you patience, definitely. If you're seeking patience, call upon your spirit guides, ancestors, archangels, source, creator, God, whoever it is that you worship or believe in. Call upon them for guidance. And it's like right here, the center of the line is even. I got a sense of justice for yourself, freedom, and even keel. I'm also feeling frequencies, and this has something to do with your heart, where I had that anxious feeling in my heart and the disconnectedness. Maybe this is the, let me see what I feel. Is this the connection of? So I think that for some of you, this is actually fragmented, like you've compartmentalized different types of relationships, and now it's time to be transparent in all relationships. Yeah. So you've called on this help. This is part of what your new moon, you're planting a seed of intention of being more transparent, being more authentically you. And being aligned so that you can open your third eye and open your heart more to connect to it. Because for some, this is your disconnection. These lines are barriers, and they need to come down in order for you to, excuse me, my throat just almost closed. In order for you to connect back to your heart and to others, you got to speak from your heart and speak your truth from your heart. This isn't saying that, I'm not saying that you haven't ever done that. I believe you have. I believe many are empaths, and boundaries are where a lot of time might need to be implemented. Learning to set healthy boundaries, learning to have rules of engagement, knowing what you will and will not tolerate so that you can stand in your truth and stand up for yourself, all in a compassionate way, coming from the heart, not anger, not fear, not victimhood, not narcissism, but coming from your true heart essence, authentic, like the divine mother blessing of true authenticity, as if you're Yeshua speaking to someone, you know, who just tried to kill you or something. It's having that sense of compassion for the other person, but letting them know your limitations. Yeah. Let's see what 72 is the number 9 when it's reduced. Oh, it's really crazy. So I thought this was true, but I needed to look back to make sure. But before we started this, I was talking about initiation, and this is exactly part of initiation process. This is part of initiation process. And I feel it's like finding your light. Some of you are finding your light so that you can be empowered. And I'm not exactly sure how many needs to hear this or are in this right now, but you're looking for your life purpose. You're searching for your life purpose at this time. As above, so below. Okay, so in the guidebook, I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything for you on this. Okay, so agape is about devotion, being devoted to yourself, being devoted to your work, being devoted to others. And it's unconditional love. Look at that. Unconditional love. Something I first spoke of when we were talking about this, and having love. Opening that heart chakra more so that you can feel connected and love. Yeah, this card can also be, you're asked to reassess what you worship every day, consciously and unconsciously. And if I am getting a sense that some of this is about the addictions that we also talked about earlier. But what are you worshiping? What are you elevating or lifting up? Where does the sacral ladder you climb ultimately lead to? Yeah. This is going to teach some of you how to be humble. And it's going to give you like an overwhelming sense of love for your family, for your friends. Your heart's just gonna burst wide open with this energy. Okay, we're gonna use the Angels of the Influence Tarot deck and pull some cards here. What does Spirit have to say about this? Empowerment and okay. Empowerment and opening the heart, anxiety. Hermit, it's time to go within. Go within yourself. This is the number 9 as well, so this could be significant for you. Perhaps in 9 days, the 9th of a particular month is significant for a birthday anniversary of you or something that has happened to you in your life that you won't ever forget. This is about going inward. And this makes sense. This makes sense about going inward to find your light within. It's all part of you opening up your heart and releasing and letting go of the fear. And I have, there is someone here with me in the spirit realm that holds both masculine and feminine energy. That is all I know at this time. If something else comes in, I will let you know. 9 of Swords. This can be self-deceit, self-destruction. This is also showing the cycle of death and rebirth and mourning. Some of you may have boxed yourself into a depressive state or a state of just unhappiness, lack of joy. It may be where the anxiety and fear, there's a lot of fear around you. You're in your mind a lot, so this could also be your illusions. We are going to have a new moon in Pisces, which again, in the beginning of the reading, I did say, it's a, that's the planet Neptune is all about illusions. It's all about the dreamer. It's all about what, so I mean, manifestation is extremely important today, and for this new moon energy while we're in Pisces, it's important to know what you're thinking, because what you're thinking is going to manifest in a very strong power, very strong. So this is encouraging you to unbox yourself from the box that you've put yourself in. Let's scoot this over here. We need a little bit more space. A little more space. Scooch over, dragon. This is the year of the snake, all about shedding skin. Let me know in the comments below if you're a snake, if that's your year. Excuse me. I keep having these detox moments. So I think a lot of you are letting go of some things. You are letting it go. You're not going to have it anymore. You don't want it anymore. Yeah, this is that anxiety. This is that anxiety I was feeling in my heart. This is very, it's very, I'm not sure how to really say it, but some of you may have actually had a miscarriage recently, or your partner had a miscarriage recently, and it's really caused the grief to consume you. Yeah, it's important to gain understanding and knowledge of death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. Your baby is always with you, and always is looking over you. Yeah, and that makes sense as far as the anxiety and having a fear-based mindset. When we go through traumatic experiences in our lives, and that may not be the only one, that's not set in stone, so please take what resonates for you and leave behind for others what does not. It could just be that you are experiencing, you're shedding skin, you're changing your life. And whether that is a loved one that passed and you're grieving, and that causes so many different emotions, and we're all so very different and unique in our emotions when this happens, that it makes sense that you want to go in for introspection to evaluate so that you can find your light again through this darkness. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. You're of wealth, you're knowledgeable, success, you're learning a study. And there's also like the look on the face is almost as if trust could be an issue for you. Trust. I'm getting trust could be something for you. I mean, here you look angry and confused, disoriented, and then here we have, you know, you're looking at, and you're looking as if you don't believe what you're seeing or what someone has told you, or, you know, like a conspiracy going on of some sort. But the Knight of Pentacles, I mean, overall, the energy, excuse me, the Knight of Pentacles is about, you know, doing business. It's about professional success. Just make sure that you are coming from a heart space with your success so that you don't lose sight of human emotion as opposed to money. You know, Scrooge just came to mind, you know. But this can also be about reinventing yourself, which goes perfect with this tragedy. I mean, this is a major arcana card, so this is your soul. Your soul is like calling you to go within. Not isolate, just go within yourself, meditate, grab and I know now why green was coming to mind for your reading, but maybe grab a green crystal and place on your heart for some healing there. Yeah. Yeah. And this could mean that you're going to have some training. And I just got the message that this is going to lead you into learning a trade or a skill. It's going to help you find your purpose. It's like, well, blessing in disguise, you know? It's like a blessing in disguise. Let's pull. We're going to pull from our Green Witch Tarot deck and see, or Oracle deck here. See what we get. Come and come free. Come and come free. Come and come free. It's very beautiful. It has purple little blooms on it that you can see here. It is medicinal. It is grown wild in many parts of the world, and it's really good for bone healing. Really good for bone healing. I actually this is one of my main herbs that I use and make medicinal salves with. That is my #1 seller. Cosmic Cattails is my other business if you'd like to check that out online. I have a website and I do sell my salves there. I highly believe in comfrey and the relief that it can give to pain, arthritis pain, anything to do with the bone. If you've broken a bone, if it's fractured, any kind of internal hurting that goes on. It's also good for burns and bruises. It really is medicinal. So there's some sort of healing there. And on the bottom we have the knife. The knife. So are you a gardener? Maybe gardening is something new for you this year. If you don't normally garden, I would recommend trying to garden this year, to see Maybe even if you just pick one thing and grow it, either herbs or a beautiful flower like a sunflower or zinnia. Those are typically pretty easy to grow. They can get eaten by, the seeds can get eaten by critters out there, so you want to be careful, mindful of that. Just make sure you cover it enough or put enough down so that it can be shared. The knife is showing me, we're going to take this card because I think that there's some, this feels like this is a tool for you in the garden. You have a special knife that you use in your garden. And this is also giving me vibes of cutting cords with all of this energy that we've had up here and the anxiety earlier. So there's some cord cutting ceremony that I recommend that you do. Um, yeah, and it's going to help you. And this could even be cutting cords within your own mind, like your own mental cords, because again, that Pisces energy is about illusions, which, you know, dreaming, that's great, but illusions, you know, can be dark and scary. Excuse me. But this is necessary for some detox for some of you. Yeah. But if you don't have a tool for your garden, it's time to get yourself a tool. Let's pull you an angel number for your day, for the new moon energy. I do pull an angel number every day. It's a short video. If you'd like to, be sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and share with a friend. Comment below on where you're at with your empowerment. All of these are ways that you are being empowered at this time, and spirit and angels are surrounding you and lost loved ones. Maybe perhaps ancestors you've met or you haven't met. They're there. They're there. um, so the angel numbers, this is specific for the new moon reading, but I do pull one every day. If you'd like to make sure that you check those out every day, they're usually like a minute, if that long. And it's just a nice way to be on the lookout of when an angel's trying to send you a message and by how they're trying to send it to you. Okay, let's see what we have here. Look at that, 777. Good luck. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. So good luck is on your side. Contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, and divine intervention. Yeah, divine intervention. That's the initiation. That's the initiation process that's happening because you've seeked for your spiritual awakening. You've seeked for this for empowerment. And one thing that I can definitely say, as someone being on a spiritual awakening path and journey, is that the messages you receive from the angels are not like messages or communication we have here on earth. It's sometimes can be very subtle. It could be in the background, and there's many times where it can be overlooked. And if you're not paying close enough attention or mindful of your surroundings or of what you're seeing. So it's important to check those numbers, look at numbers on receipts, numbers on odometers, license plates, signs you see. The numbers are going to help you, especially if you're thinking of something at that time or there's some sort of contemplation you have going on. That's a way that the angels are trying to reach you. Like if you've been seeing sevens a lot, this completely affirms that, yes, you are in the right. This reading was exactly meant for you. You are in one of these phases at this time, and this is probably a good relief for you to see. Um, you know, this is an intense reading, but it's also expected to be. You know, Pisces, again, it's about illusions, using imagination, and also being empowered is can be challenging. You know, it can be challenging, especially for those of you that are empaths. Feeling your sacral, it's your sacral chakra. And this is another stone that I pulled out and I wasn't sure. This is orange calcite. Orange is the color of your sacral plexus chakra. And I mean, it's like a perfect size of that moon there, and it goes hand in hand with this. So orange, like your internal fire within, that's your sensual spot, your determination, and you know, it's your emotions. And being empowered is something that may not come easy for you, especially as empaths, you know, or people pleasing. That's something that, so this is like, this is going to help you, this initiation, to initially get started to open up and have unconditional love. Because when you have a balanced heart chakra, that doesn't mean you're a people pleaser and allow people to walk on you. And actually, a open heart chakra means that you are very compassionate toward others, but you also hold that compassion for yourself, and you will speak your truth when it's necessary. So yeah, these are all things, these are all wonderful things that are going to happen for you if you allow it to happen. I really want to take, I just want to pull, the fairy deck is just like, hey, what about me? What about me? Maybe some of you are fairies, or fairies is your last name. Fairies is, okay, we've got you. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands energy. And the Queen of Wands, she was in reverse. So upright, the Queen of Wands is passion. She doesn't care what others think. She knows herself. She knows herself to the fullest extent and is not afraid to be a leader. She is a leader with complete authenticity and power. This is someone that does know how to speak their truth. So let's see. Yeah, honesty. When you're embracing the Queen of Wands energy, you're honest, understanding, and patient. I remember bringing up patience earlier. Yeah, and the fox here is symbolizing tact and dynamicism. Yeah, and this totally, I mean, protection, success, sincerity. Okay, so that's what this means upright. Now, it did come in reverse. I don't usually do reverse, but I am going to read this reverse for you so that you can understand and see what this means to you. This is a court card. So this could be someone else's energy in your space. This could be, so this card is yours, soul. This is directly related to you. This, however, and this one, both of these are cards that could maybe not be you. They could be other people. So you'll want to watch for that to make sure that, you know, someone's not coming to you to claim you're going to be successful at this or that or other or another, and they have trickery going on. This could actually be someone around you that is dishonest, mean, and stubborn. Yeah, so there's obstacles, schemes, jealousy. There's a lack of professionalism, incapacity to show the talent, unstable emotions, lacks self-esteem, disloyal, and revenge in love. So that's a complete opposite of what the true Queen of Pentacles represents. And this card, again, the deck wanted to come out. Spirit wanted you to know this. So I think that this is, for some of you, a warning that you have someone in your space that is of this conniving, this jealous type, dishonest, not loyal. They're portraying themselves to be loyal to you in your relationship with them, but they are not loyal. And some of you are very aware of this. You're very aware of it, and you've already started the process of moving on from it. So let's pull one final card here. We're going to pull from the Archangel Animal deck. Yeah, let's pull from Archangel Animal deck and see what Spirit has. Oh, the dove. Look at this. This is wonderful. And on the bottom, we have the cow. Cows, which are very sacred, and in other religions, they give with unconditional love and grace. Unconditional love and grace is coming up again. It came up here. It came up before we even started, love and grace. And it came up here too. Yeah. So we have the dove. Spread messages of peace and harmony. Call upon Archangel Bakbi. Are you seeing doves? This is an affirmation for you. Are doves your favorite? Maybe you have a dove tattoo. Maybe you have a pet dove. Or you're just drawn to doves and you're not sure why. You seek peace and harmony. Archangel Bakbi is the archangel that oversees all of the birds. Birds are also ways that angels try to send you messages to help guide you on the path that is for you, to find your life purpose, to continue to live your life purpose. So call upon Archangel Bakbi, and yeah, work on releasing. So this energy makes complete sense for your entire reading, because it's part of this. I mean, it's directly under the Nine of Swords. And, you know, here, this card hints around at someone that, you know, you might want to keep your eyes out for them. Well, this shows that you already knew. It's almost like you already knew before it happened who's betraying you, who isn't really on your side. You can always tell by the common phrase, actions speak louder than words. You can always tell someone you love them, or you can tell someone you are supportive of them, and then turn around and show actions that are not supportive and that are not loving. So it's important for you to stand up and speak your truth. That's what is going to empower you at this time. Set those seeds of intentions. Be ready for that portal door to open. Call upon Archangel Bakbi. Work on planting yourself a little sacred space garden to get more in touch with Mother Earth, the Divine Mother. Yeah, and know that you have good luck. It's on your side. Keep your eyes peeled for those sevens. Keep your eyes open for that other energy that isn't really serving you out there, and learn how to communicate and set boundaries and set rules of engagement, okay? This is your message for today. I hope it resonates for you. Be sure to comment in the comment section below, and I look forward until next time. And make sure you check out my daily readings, where I do these daily and a few other ones. It's really beneficial, and it only takes a minute of your time. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Cosmic Cat signing off. Meow.